Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in and checking out this video. Appreciate you all so much, and stay tuned for more. Gonna keep on going and going. Ain't no stopping me. NFL Week 10 is officially a wrap. I'm here to present you the recap for the NFL Week, presented by David Sports Combo and sponsored by David's Cookies. Let's get it going. Thursday night football was one of the best Thursday night footballs you will see this year. Hopefully, next week's game of Washington at Philadelphia is as exciting. Let's see. Let's go. Cincinnati at Baltimore. Woo! That was exciting. 35-34. Baltimore taking the win. As the top performer was Taylon Wallace, going 3 for 3, 100% receptions, 115 yards and a touchdown. You better go at him on your fantasy team. That's a guy right there. And then no surprise here, we have Jamar Chase racking up 3 touchdowns, 11 for 17 on his receptions for 264 yards. Wow, that is bananas. And how do you lose a game with that type of performance? Woo! That's upsetting. As he tied Randy Moss. That was exciting for him. You should have seen his bling game when he reached the milestone. It was fantastic to see. And then we had our Germany game of the year. Or the Germany game, I should say. I'm already saying the year because it was probably the most exciting thing. I mean, going overtime. I mean, that's the best you can get right there. Carolina pulling away with the game 20-17. Chuba Hubbard with 28 rushes and 153 yards and a touchdown. That's why they gave him a 2-year extension. Whoa, that guy has emerged. Wish I would have drafted him on my fantasy team, but that's all right. Moving on, it was the game of running backs. We had Tayron Tracy, the rookie, 18 rushes, 103 yards and a touchdown. Wow. It's exciting to see, carrying the team on his back. That was great. That was a fantastic game to watch early morning to get you pumped for the rest of the games. Now for the 1 o'clock slate of games, we had some terrible ones. We had some great ones. Let's start off with a terrible one. New England at Chicago, the battle of the rooks. Drake May versus Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams can't beat any other rookie quarterback. The score was 19-3. Woo! That's terrible in Caleb Williams. I remember him saying the quote to his punter when the punter got drafted with him. He's like, we're not going to need a punt this year. They're almost about to set a record on punts. It's coming. Whew. You got to love how the irony in that works out. Then you had Ramondre Stevenson. This is a game. The stats for this game ain't all that. But it was definitely a running back game that carried all. Ramondre Stevenson, 20 rushes, 74 yards. And then you had DeAndre Swift on the other end, 16 rushes, 59 yards. Not much there, not much exciting. So whoever was watching that game, I feel bad for you. Then we have Buffalo at Indianapolis. Buffalo coming out on top 30-20. Exciting game. James Cook rushing the ball. 19 rushes, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Looking good. Looking better than Dalvin Cook ever did. It's coming. Alec Pierce on the other end for Indianapolis. 4 for 7 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Exciting to see. Great game. You know it's going to be even a better game than that? Next week, Buffalo taking on Kansas City. 4 o'clock. Look out. Buffalo about to upset. Finally give them the loss Kansas City needs. I'm hoping. All right, moving on. Let's not get too excited. Let's talk about it. Denver at Kansas City. Kansas City coming out top. Lucky they blocked the kick. Ooh, for Denver. They could have won. It was 16-14. Top performers, Travis Kelce, 8 for 12 receptions, 64 yards and a touchdown. Then you had Cortland Sutton, 6 for 9 receptions, 70 yards and a touchdown. Woo! That's some exciting stuff. Like, even though the score didn't look too much, they had some good performers in that. Kansas City continuing that undefeated streak. Look out, world. Who could stop them? Buffalo can, like I said. Tune in next week. Then we're moving on to a boring game. Minnesota at Jacksonville. Minnesota came out on top 12-7. This is the game of tight ends, and they didn't even have much of a game. T.J. Hockenson, 8 for 9 receptions, 72 yards. Evan Ingram, 6 catches, for 8 targets, 40 yards. Psh, disgusting to see. Detroit's about to walk over Jacksonville. Look out, Jacksonville. You're about to get crushed. Your whole hopes and everything's and dreams about to be crushed. I'm sorry. It's coming. Coming for you in a town near you. Now, moving on. We had Atlanta at New Orleans, a key division game. New Orleans came out on top, 20-17. Marquise Valdes-Scantling came back from injury and looked amazing. What was his stat line? 3 for 3, 100%. Over 100 yards, 109 yards specifically, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Everyone, the Kansas City wish they had him, but they don't know what they're missing. And then Bijan Robinson in his sophomore year, looking fantastic. 20 rushes, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns rushing. And for what? End up losing the game anyway. It's crazy. When he has great games, they lose, and then when he has terrible games, they win. So we'll see how that turns out. And then we had San Fran at Tampa Bay. San Fran came out on top 23-20 as they came off a bye. It's definitely shaky on there, and I'm shocked they lost this, but they won it. Ricky Pearsall looked great, 4 for 6 catches on 6 targets, 73 yards, and a touchdown. And that touchdown, he fought for that. He just did that little curl. It was fantastic to see. Then you had Bucky Irving on the other end. It could have been Rachaad White or Bucky Irving, depending on how you viewed it. I picked Bucky Irving. 13 rush yards, 73 yards as well, and a touchdown. I mean, they mirror each other, receiver from running back. But yeah, Bucky Irving carrying the run back. He's going to take over the role sooner or later. It's coming. Look out, Rashid Wright. You had your time. You need to do better. And then we have Pittsburgh at Washington. What a close game. If you're watching that game, that was really entertaining. As Pittsburgh came out on top 28-27. Top performer, George Pickens, 5 for 7 receptions, 91 yards, and a touchdown. And then on the other end, you had Austin Eckler doing great as Bijan Robinson is out. 13 rushes, 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Woo! Robinson might not get the starting job back. We'll see. I mean, Eckler used to be the top running back in the league at 2 key seasons. Definitely 3 years ago, for sure. Now, moving on. We had Tennessee at Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers came out top 27-17, despite Calvin Ridley having 2 touchdowns off 5 catches and 84 yards. I felt bad for that. And then the top 4 for the Chargers, Quentin Johnson, 100%, 2 for 2, 24 yards and a touchdown. Not much there, but good win for the Chargers. And go Harbaugh. Change that team up dramatically. No one's really talking about it, but they're coming. They're rising. They're definitely making playoffs at this rate. Then we had the New York Jets at Arizona. As New York Jets got crushed, destroyed. Top performer, James Conner, 12 rushes, 33 yards, and a touchdown. He definitely had some reception yards as well. And then top performer for the Jets, Garrett Wilson. Not much there. 5 for 6 receptions, 41 yards. Terrible outing for the Jets. They're going to be desperate next week, and they're probably going to win a game, hopefully. I mean, if you're rooting for them, I'm not. I'm just observing. Now moving on, we had Philadelphia to wrap up the 4 o'clock games. We have Philadelphia at Dallas. Philadelphia dominated 34-6. I don't know why I picked Dallas. I thought they were desperate, but no, they're not desperate enough. A.J. Brown with the top performance, 5 for 7 receptions, 109 yards. I didn't write any Dallas player. I was like, it could have been Rico Dowdle for a couple of rush yards, but they got nothing. That was terrible. Terrible. Philadelphia walking over. And so this Thursday game coming up, Philadelphia versus Washington, that's going to be a great game. Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels. Ooh, that's going to be so exciting. I'm pumped. And then for Sunday Night Football, woo, what a game. I was sweating. I was with fam. It was a great time. I had a fantastic time. I'm glad I can watch more future games with the fam because I thought I was bad luck. But it turned out I wasn't. Because I affect the game, obviously. We all do, right? Not the players. And so, yeah, Detroit came out on top 26-23 on a last-second field goal. Woo! Bates with the clutch. A lot of people are probably going to get his jersey. I can see it coming. Sam Laporta and St. Brown, you could have had either or as a top performer. Each had a touchdown. I put Sam Laporta because it was kind of like he came back, and his touchdown was very nice. 3 for 6 on 6 targets, receptions, 66 yards. Came out on top. And then Joe Mixon. we stopped him. We bottomed up. But that was our top performer. 25 rush yards, had a touchdown, 46 yards. In terms of most carries, his average was terrible. Yeah, very terrible. And then the Monday night game just wrapped up. Miami came out on top with the upset over the Rams at their home, 23-15. Top performer from Miami, not much there. It was Tyreek Hill, 3 for 4 receptions, 16 yards and a touchdown. And then the other side, Puka Nacua almost had a touchdown at the end there, but he didn't. He was 9 for 14 receptions and 98 yards. It was a fantastic week of football, and I can't wait to reveal what I got wrong. If you've been keeping up, it wasn't a good week for me on picking these games. So we'll see if I could bounce back on my future game picks video coming to you before the Thursday night football game. It's going to be exciting times. Super pumped for that. And I appreciate y'all watching this video. Stay tuned for more for all your NFL information needs. I'm sure you already got your atlas and everything, but I'm the new shot in town. Come check me out. Good times here. Go subscribe to my channel, David Sports Combo. And I can't wait to see you all again. Thank you all for watching. Have a great one. And can't wait for the next week of NFL football. Woo! Let's go. Thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe to get notified for all my future content that I will be publishing out on all the sports that are out there that I love and hold dear. The four meccas: baseball, hockey, football, basketball. Let's go. Pump, pump, pump. Appreciate you all giving me your ear and your time. Thank you all again for tuning in, and I appreciate all of you so very much. Please tune in next time for more. Let's go.